So, this game, Summit Games have said that they're trying to put the social back into social game. So when you're playing, you're connected to everybody in the world. I don't know if there's going to be like an MMO where obviously, well, similar to an MMO, obviously not exactly an MMO, where you've got like everyone running around at the same time. I don't think so though, from what I've seen. But you're connected to everybody in the world. There's both competitive and cooperative social mechanics. You've got leaderboards, and you've got an asynchronous multiplayer mode. And there's one thing where you got your co-op dungeons. They called this the leapfrog technique. I think is what they called it. Basically, you can go in. One person, if you're working in a team, one person goes into the dungeon, say works through half of it, and then leaves, and then the other person can join right where you left off, and there won't be any of the enemies that you killed on your go. Your partner just goes through, carrying on to where you left off, and obviously doesn't have to destroy the enemies you've already destroyed. So I think they call it the leapfrog. So you can obviously do that until you get to the end and stuff like that. I don't know how the loot will work with that way. I'm sure we'll find out. But I'm sure it's something to do with that like that. We'll find out. What else we got? So and also you can play through world maps together as well. I guess like normal, just like not like a dungeon, but obviously the world. There was also a player versus player battle system, a PvP area where friends can challenge one another. That will be quite good. And also, like I said, there's money. You can actually pay real life money, and you will enhance. You can buy some stuff from premium items, and this will enhance your overall experience. But it won't be a game breaker in PvP. So if you're a skilled PvP player playing against someone who has bought some items, you can still obviously beat the person that bought the items. They do get an advantage, I suppose, from what they've heard, but they won't obviously be able to beat every battle they've got. So they attempt when they've got these items they've bought. I believe that's what they meant by that. You can also buy some gems which can be used for things like speeding up construction time, I guess, on your home planet. They can unlock extra ability slots for your beasts, where are we in the list? And you can also bypass quest requirements with these as well. That's quite interesting. I wonder what that means. Obviously, I know what it means, but it could mean something else. Yeah, I know what I mean. And also, players can acquire any item in the game without needing to spend real money. So, of course, you don't have to buy. It's just buying is a quicker way to get these items instead of like grinding for them, which I'm not a big fan of. No, I'm the opposite. I like where I have to work for the items instead of paying for them. But you've got the option to do either one. And also, players can visit their friends' home planets and assist on chores like tending items and helping wounded beasts recuperate, which is quite useful, I suppose. If you've got some friends, you can help you out. Right then, Anne, I don't know anymore. And as Insomniac Games have said, this is where I'm trying to read the exact thing I said. Here we go. Uncover a deep story. So let's get on to some of the story bits then. So apparently, I did read somewhere that you are a member of the Titular Agency. But according to this, you're actually, on the Insomniac Games website, they say you are a member of the United Earth's Elite Outernauts Force. So I have to check that. But you are tasked with capturing and training alien beasts to help make the galaxy a better place. And you can help local populations and investigate a mysterious group known as the Ancients, which I think we'll get to more about in a minute as well, yes. And as also said, the endings in Facebook games usually end quite quickly. So what Insomniac Games has said they will do is the solution is to make the universe really, really big, which is quite interesting the way they said that. And apparently 3 seasoned QA testers they had, it took them about a week to get to the end game, and that was uninterrupted? No. That's without being interrupted and straight playing through the game. So it's quite a long time to do that. But of course, if we've got what's it called? Actually, have I said that? I don't think I've said that. Or have I? No, I haven't said that. Where? Oh, I guess I cut it out. Well, that's not very good, is it? Maybe I'll just skim past it. But anyway, I'll say it again just in case I didn't say it. When you're playing through the game, obviously what's it called? I forget what they called it now. Your meter, where it says that every action you do, it takes a bit away. Yes. No, actually, no. Where is this quote? I did say it somewhere down there. Did I cut it out? I think I might have cut it out. That's not very good, is it? Sorry, but this is very unprofessional. I spent a lot of time doing this list, and I must have rushed it towards the end. Oh dear. But basically, this isn't one of them games where you can play it from start to finish, done, that's it. This is one of them games where you play it, it takes you like a month to complete it in 15-minute slots. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what it said, I think, as well, which is quite good. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. I've completely forgotten. So obviously if they took them a week, it'd probably take us more than that, because obviously we play it in 50-minute slots. What else we got? We've got There's also a conflict against an intergalactic mega corporation, which we've mentioned earlier in there. I was talking about the features and stuff. You've also got a race to find a universe-changing artifact, and I'm guessing that's got something to do with the Ancients. So, yeah, I wonder what that is. And you've also got lots of space pirates to battle with as well, of course. In games like Ratchet and Clank, you had the space pirates. Well, they're making a not return appearance. They are different space pirates, but space pirates are in this game as well, which is good. And apparently, the story unfolds through comic book style word bubbles, which would be quite good to see. And what's this one? And also, one of the reporters that had a chance to play the game, I think, maybe he just saw it, I'm not sure. But one of the missions that he had to do was he had to prevent space pirates from kidnapping a young girl, which obviously meant in defeating the pirates in battle, which would be quite good. Right then, so now I'm going to end with some few ending bits that I think should be said. So this is a quote from developer Rowan Belden Chilford. Hold on, Rowan. What's the name of the hero? Where is it? Rowan. You named him. You named the hero after yourself. That's the default name. That's quite a good move there. But anyway, Rowan says our goal with Outernauts is simple: make a good game first, which is always good place to start. But apparently, currently the game is in closed beta testing, and it will be available to the public this summer, which will be quite good. It's not too long away. In fact, it actually feels like summer now in UK. And also, I can't remember when I read this, but I'm not sure if this is right or not. It's the only place I've read it. But apparently, Insomniac Games are going to make new content for the game approximately every 2 weeks afterwards. Which, I'm a big fan of if they do, but obviously I've only read it from one place, and I'm not quite sure if it's official or not. We'll have to wait and find out. Right then, that's all of the news about the actual game. Now it's on to some more Outernauts stuff. This is the Outernauts plush toys. So, there are 5 plush toys. Each one of them is one of the starter beasts, and you can't actually... so you may remember me saying that you can't catch... if you pick one starter beast, you can't catch the other 4 in the wild. But if you buy one of these plushes, you will get a code, which I obviously assume will unlock the corresponding starter in the actual game. But I'm not sure if one unlocks all of them or what. I think obviously you buy one, it unlocks that in the game. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out about that information about that. But apparently some games have been releasing the pictures of these beasts and the names on Facebook, along with a little scenario of how they found them in Insomniac Games. So apparently there's one called Champy, was found snooping around the office. Chimsy was caught in the sweets jar. Pachu was hoarding the company internet and playing Diablo 3, although I think it was probably the Insomniacs. And then Rockling was making a nest in Ratchet's gravity boots, and Pumaflar found out he was a hot shot artist, which is quite good. And there's a promise of a group photo as well, which I'm looking forward to as well, which will be quite good. Also, I mentioned earlier, the Full Moon Show in Insomniac Games have released episode 62, and it's about, wait for it, Outernauts! Yes, it's about Outernauts, all about Outernauts, and it got a guest, well, not a guest appearance, it isn't an appearance, it's just a normal appearance now from a sober Brandon Winfrey. He's the new Associate Community Manager. Right then, so now let's get on to the Insomniac quick news. Colin Geller, who's a concept artist at Insomniac Games, he had some of his work featured on Concept Art World. You got some Ratchet and Clank art on there, and you got some Resistance art, along with some other artwork he did as well. And also, if you go to Kotaku, you can see some early concept arts for Spyro the Dragon. Now, right, so that's Insomniac quick news done. Let's get on to the community shoutouts then. Right then. So, these are this is basically going to show some of the things that you guys have made. So there's only one thing today, obviously, because I'm going to get some more about what you can do to get your stuff featured on here in a minute. But One Game One Day has made a Ratchet and Clank retrospective, which is actually really interesting. I really enjoyed that. It actually shows its cancelled for Ratchet and Clank. It actually shows its cancelled predecessor, which is you may not have heard about. It was in one of the Full Moon shows a while back, but it's actually quite interesting to see it in this as well.
Even with such a short amount of time to create a new IP, spirits were high, and within 2 weeks Ratchet and Clank's basic concept had been developed.
And also, if you want something that you've made and you want me to show it in the FMP, just let me know what it is, and I'll have to be Ratchet and Clank related, but Insomniac Games related. Just let me know about it, and obviously I'll put it in next episode, and then we'll obviously see about it then as well. So yes, I think that is about it for the episode 2 of the Ratchet and Clank FMP. So then, yes, I guess I shall see you next time. So cheers for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope to catch you next time in the Ratchet and Clank FMP. See you then.